Hey Zwifters, welcome back to another Zwift video. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I wish I knew about Zwift when I started out on the platform. Let's dive into it. Now, getting straight into the first thing that I wish I knew about Zwift was the fact that there are experience points, and this is also known as XP in Zwift, and this really just allows you to really make this a much more enjoyable experience. And Zwift sort of gamifies the whole thing, where every mile that you ride, you'll get 32 XP, and that'll add up towards leveling up. And leveling up ultimately allows you to upgrade your avatar so that you can get even faster on Zwift, and you can gain some sort of free speed, in my opinion, by purchasing items through the drop shop and stuff like that. So all of this will all stem from experience points, and XP can be gotten by simply riding more, completing route badges, doing special events such as Tour of Autopia, and a whole host of other ways. And if you're really looking to maximize the amount of XP that you do get, please click on the video that I have linked in the upper right hand corner, and that goes through all the steps to getting the most XP you possibly can. Now currently, Zwift does have 100 levels, and the gap between each level slowly gets harder and harder with each level that you go. So it's going to get harder and harder as you level up. Getting from level 1 to 2 is going to be pretty quick, but getting from level, say, 26 to level 27, that's going to take a bit more time. Now, how do you see your progress, you might ask? You can actually see that in the orange progress bar right below your speed data, and you can see that I'm pointing that out right on the screen right now, and that's sort of where you can see how much you've progressed through your current level. And next to that is an indicator of what level you are on. So it will have a number like, say, level 27 if you are on level 27. That'll be in the upper left hand corner, and then in the middle of the screen will be your progress bar to show you how far through level 27 you have gotten. Now, moving on to the second thing that I wish I knew when I started on Zwift, and that is the Zwift Companion app. The Zwift Companion app is simply an amazing tool for Zwift, and is developed by Zwift for Zwift. So when you are Zwifting or when you are not Zwifting, you will always be connected with Zwift, and you can connect with the community, and it really just opens up a whole lot of new things on Zwift. And this includes group rides. It allows you to see which badges you have or have not completed. It allows you to participate in some special events. It allows you to see your profile, follow other users, and track other users' progress. And it allows you to set goals, join clubs. It really just brings Zwift to the next level, in my opinion. Especially when you are riding, this is extremely useful because you can chat on Zwift, so you can just send chats directly through your phone rather than trying to fumble with your keyboard or fumbling with that hated Apple TV remote, just trying to type a message like hello. You can simply do it through the Zwift Companion app, and not only can you do that, but you can also give ride-ons to riders who are currently riding. And ride-ons are something that are just such a cool part of Zwift, and it's sort of like giving someone a compliment and saying like, okay, I like the way you did that, and that's sort of what ride-ons do, and it really just makes everyone's day, and it's a great thing that you can do simply by tapping the thumbs up button in the Zwift Companion app, or by tapping the circle around your avatar if you are currently in the riding mode. Just a quick note, if you are enjoying this video, please smash that subscribe button. It really does help support the channel out, and I'd really appreciate it. Now, let's continue on with the video. Moving on to my third tip, this one is sort of along the lines of the one that I just went over, which was the Zwift Companion app, but that is group rides. And once I discovered group rides on Zwift, I became so much more motivated to actually get on the bike and just start riding. And one of the things that I just really love about Zwift is the community, and just how it's such a social app, and it allows you to do more than just grind on the bike. It's actually a lot more fun with that than that once you have a community and a group of riders to ride with. And one of the ways that I was able to do that was by joining group rides, and this can be done either through the Zwift Companion app, zwift.com/events, or by directly through the Zwift home screen. And I'm showing you those 3 ways of how you can do that on the screen right now. And it really just allows you to ride with riders from around the world, which is something that you truly don't get to experience in real life. And it's a cool way to socialize and meet a lot of new riders, and also get that extra draft. And you know what draft means? That means extra XP, and we all love more XP and leveling up quicker. Now, this is probably one of my biggest things that I have to share with you today, and that is learning the heads-up display. When you first log on to Zwift, you're probably pretty intimidated because there's so many numbers around the screen, it's really hard to tell what is what, and everything could just be a whole mumbo jumble of random numbers that mean absolutely nothing to you. Now, if you want to actually know what those numbers are, there's a great video that I have linked below, and that sort of explains the entire heads-up display. But I'm going to give you just a short rundown of what each of the things are meaning on the actual riding heads-up to screen. Now, the key data points that you do have are on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, which is going to show your watts. And that is how much power output you are putting out. And that will increase as you push harder on the bike. Below, you have your cadence, which is how quickly you are spinning every minute that you are riding on the bike. And to your right of that is your heart rate. Now, if you don't have all these sensors connected, some of those may just display a dash or NA. And yeah. To the right, you've got your speed in the very top of that little center bar. And then you have your distance traveled. Next, you have your elevation gained during this ride. And then after that, you have your your ride time. Now, this time is not elapsed time, so if you stop, it will pause the timer. Below that, as I said, you have your XP progress bar. And below that, you have your level. Those are sort of just the key things that you need to know to get started on Zwift so you can really start to understand what is what on the screen. Now, this next tip is sort of along the lines of just getting to know Zwift as an app and learning the interface, and that is selecting the Mount Everest challenge. Now, this is the one that I would recommend selecting because if you've ever been riding on Zwift or you've ever seen videos of Zwift, you've likely seen a glowing bike and you've probably wondered, what the heck is that? That's so weird and unrealistic. But in reality, it's probably the coolest ride that you can get on Zwift, and it is a Tron bike or Concept Z1. It's a bike that essentially glows, and it glows even brighter when you pedal harder. You can change the colors, and it is pretty fast. Now, how do you get this, you might ask? And that is by completing the Mount Everest challenge. And in order to select the Mount Everest challenge, you're going to want to get into the riding screen. So actually start a ride, click menu, and then navigate over to the section where it says challenges. Then click that, and that'll give you a range of options. It'll give you the Ride California, Tour Italy, and the Mount Everest challenge. The Mount Everest challenge is the one that you want to click, and that will help you so that your elevation starts accumulating towards unlocking that Tron bike. It is a great character chase to really get you motivated to continue to ride on and on Zwift. That is one of the things that kept me riding countless hours every day up the Epic KOM or Alpe d'Huez. Now, the tips that I just shared over the past 7 minutes are not the only tips that I have for you all, but I want to keep this video to simply the 5 most important things that I've wanted to know when I was a beginner. But if you have others that you think others would like to know about, please leave that in the comment section below and really just get some conversation going so that others can learn from your experiences too. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that subscribe button, and with that, see you all next time, and ride on.